Okay, hi Monkyvers. Hi. If you're wondering why I have these nails done and these nails not done, it's because these take me 2 hours. So for the static of this video and for the sake of this video, because I did these nails by myself, I don't know how. Stay and let's vibe maybe. Yeah. So let's go for the intro. Okay.
Wherever you are, at any moment, any time, getting on tune with friends or with yourself, some notes and chords you would hear from Saori, the why and the story behind the voice diary.
Dun, 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 the voice behind the sound diary.
Hi Monkyvers, welcome to the Way Behind the Sun Diary, where I share some thoughts about music, my own career, and most of the time, everything that was going on. I will also clarify some stuff that happened to me with like the album, the meaning of the album, what was going on with the album, and all the things. Just look at my cat, and my cat is like, I hope you don't say more stuff. No, 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 just kidding, I'm just kidding. By the way, let me know if you like the new kind of aesthetic of like the album. I would highly appreciate if you like it too, because this year has been so like, I won't say like a headache, but like I would say this year was so chaotic that how it ended up like last year from this year. And I will give a little bit of background, and maybe I will let you know more about my career or stuff like that was going on. And I will also spill some tea about my crush, because I love to talk about her, and I will also give my perspective of love and stuff like that. So I won't like um I won't like be, I will give a little bit for, but like let's give it step by step. Okay, let's just calm down. You can take a seat as well, because I don't know. By the way, this kind of shirt that is kind of more like fabric is like, I didn't make this. This was a gift from one of my aunties. I want to say who, because I have many aunties, so let's just keep it was from one of my aunties. Either way, let's go introduce myself to you again. And my name is Harry, right? Everything like about related with my career, like with the career that I'm studying right now, or like that I used to study, because I get fired of the place that I study. Sadly, because I find out that my classmate was dating my teacher, and how my classmate really was like not able to handle. Like he just wanted to be with this girl or whatever, and he didn't want anybody to find out. But like he, make sure that I wasn't able to go there, and like I feel like it was like a sign to me to maybe look out for myself first, and then look out for other people, because even though I love so much pharmacy, I won't tell you how much I love pharmacy really, because it's not just about studying because of the grades, studying because of the major, studying because one day I've been picturing this of like I've been telling my future girlfriend, I'm studying pharmacy and I have my degree, and we both can feel maybe proud about that. It's not about that. It's more about the feeling of giving something more to the people. Is like the feeling of, and even though I used to have this plan for like pharmacy with like my concerts on Twitch. By the way, follow me on Twitch. I will be there soon. Okay. But going back to that is that I will be, was able to like take a little, how I have the degree here. I will be like doing an online coaching to somebody who maybe had that and doesn't have the indication, maybe had like a problem, and I could be helping them from home, and that will be like a good thing, you know. Of course, it will be paid, but it will be something. Sorry, of course it will be paid, but like it will be something more affordable to people. I've been thinking that to all my people from US, and because I know about plants, and I will only be giving, you know, advices of like um how this pill is being taken, you know. I will give more advices of like how you can use some plants to also help to that pill to take that, and after a concert, even though it will be that for free if you purchase like a ticket in the future. But like sadly, that kind of project, it need to take down. Of course, I will be in healthcare. Maybe I'll hire one day somebody who can be in charge of that. Maybe, who knows how? Maybe a friend, maybe Pinky. Who know? Even though I know, oh my gosh, this is so for real interesting because I know a guy from the group chat of Brian Barnes from Discord that he studied healthcare, and he even told me the biggest green flag in a guy that I ever will remember for my whole life, and is that he told me how and like when I'm ovulating. Like that facts you can tell that a guy really have like input effort into knowing a woman just by the voice, not asking their peer, not asking, just by the voice. It's so interesting how he get it, or I don't know, he like have power, but like he knew about it, and like his things about like studying healthcare and stuff like that. He definitely had that dream, and we both kind of share that dream together. But like sadly, I was left behind from that dream. But there is some hope out there because I'm currently working in a coffee shop. That is a work temporary that I'm taking because I know that my mom could be, you know, provide me that service of like helping me with the studying, because that pharmacy is not free. That is not like a free public college, and she basically paid me, my mom basically paid me all of that. But like that was the agreement that we both had once I know about it, and like how she find out. And like even though my mom, because she's also a teacher, tell me that she what my classmate did was not good, and like what my teacher did was on purpose, because she look at the assignment, she look at the grade, she look at the notes, and like she was like, obviously this is on purpose because there's no way that it could be that like that. And right now I'm just learning how to get at the perfect time, because I'm working at this coffee shop and every minute counts. I mean, this counts because you get not paid, but like, you know what I mean. And I'm learning and healing many things with my family. Like all my family work as a waitress. All my family before they got like an official degree. All my family, and like even the people that I look forward that they had this biggest career, these biggest jobs, these biggest things, they all passed for the same job that I had. So I'm like, this is my era of change. This is my era of, like getting into, so I'm really excited. Even though that I have my legs shaking, like today is my day free. They need to give to me a day free, and these days free you can like um be paid. Like the days that you got free you are not paid, but like for the sake of this video it's important, okay, for the sake of this video, because you can learn so many things working there: how to be quick, how to be effort, how to put reference, many things. Like you can learn so many things. And even though one of the biggest thing that I learned is like how to cook, how to bake, how to serve, how to not serve, do cocktails, do mocktails, do many things. I feel like I will be serving in the future my partner with many flavors that I know now. Yeah, but like she will have more options to eat and drink. Yes, I'm saying. Either way, Not just for that. I love drinks. I love many drinks for kids, for adults. Here in Peru, you can drink since you have 18, so let the free will be. I learned how to do drinks because my mouth needs a little taste, and I know that some drinks are good for digestion. Not often, not like an alcoholic, but like when you eat a lot of meat, I know that you can have like a cup of wine and could help you to digest some stuff. So I better to know if you don't mind. But like that was going on, and I feel like many things could change also. Like many things could change. And in this era, I'm grateful that my teacher didn't let me be in this class because he was trying to hit me. Not in the sense of like physical, like a tap, he was trying to take me basically. And it didn't work because, first of all, I'm into women, and second of all, I like fine wine, but this fine wine that are tied and married and having kids and all of that, no. I'd rather be with somebody who is free, 100% free, papers done, everything done, free, free, free. No, no kids, because I feel like when you have kids, it's different because there is a fine line between. I don't know how I was that kind of girl that saw that in like the parents thing, because my parents are not like together. Let's say they were not. They do their own things. They were in different paths. So that's how I see it. I even though said like a big line in my work, and I feel like it's always important to set like a big line in your work because you don't know what your boss is gonna do to you. And even on this job that I had, there is only women. There is no man in this work. No man. Even though I was trying to hire like a big and tall and fine for the sake of like entertainment, but like I was wanting to hire, and I was letting, yeah, it's always good to have some help. And like and he was 6'5", no, 6'9". I feel like he was six something. He was like 5'6'9", like he was tall, like he was two heads above me, which I think is tall for somebody who's small or like two heads above me. But like he was a fine guy. He was smiling. He was vibing. I was like, come on, like you can have the job. Like if I will be your boss, you can have the job because he had a good vibe. But like my boss said no, and I was like, why? And you will get distracted. This is not a sacred place. Like we sell alcohol. Like this is not a sacred place. I know it's like artistic, like it's handmade, all of this, and like came in little bottles, but like I didn't understand. Like you will get this, and I'm like, if you will knew that I'm into women, you might will let that man be here. But I think that she was telling because of my coworkers, because I could tell. I don't know, but like I respect choices. I'm not the boss. I'm not the boss. Either way, I always had this problem always with like teachers. That's why I've been like, Mom, let me study my thing. Let me pick the place. Let me just be and do my thing, okay? Let me. It will be my money, my effort, my. So let me do my thing. And she let me do my thing, and I'm like, what I did that. But like, I'm still surviving. I cannot be in the kitchen because that kitchen is more dirty than my pants when I'm running. So I really don't like that. And my coworkers even don't know. Like, you can be in any place, but you cannot be in the kitchen. Please, let out. I'm really picky also when I clean, when I do things. Like, I need to make sure that everything is done. Not I will say perfectly because sometimes I let a mess be and I clean it out at 1 a.m. and I'm like, oh my gosh, what I did wrong. But like, I'm always trying to keep my environment clean. I don't let my room be messy after 2 days. That's my rule for my place. Um, Besides that, moving on. Like I had many things going on with my teachers because most of them on purpose. I'm telling you, if you notice that you did it well, and like let's say you did well like Sam or something, and like your teacher is kind of telling you that you did it wrong on purpose, try to compare with other classmates so you will do like a little check if you maybe are doing bad, or maybe your teacher is doing it purpose, because they could also happen. Let's be for real. I'm not playing you, like I'm not telling you fairies and fairy tales, but like um it is what it is, so you will know. The fairy tales and lovely things we're gonna let only for music. And talking about music, I didn't want to let this thing be out of my mind until I, 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 how big is this thing? Okay, I need to take a drink. Okay. So as you know, who is my crush? I feel like I passed from like what is popping, 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 popping. I feel like I passed from like liking Clara because I feel like the only crush that was public was Clara, and you know the singer, and like Masha, that she's the new muse to my album. But like I also could give you a little background, like comparison to other singers, because why did I said that? Why was it meaningful? And mind you, there is something that I need to tell you is that Clara was inspiration for my song of Lion, and um Rainbow. Like she was the true inspiration for these two songs. The other songs, like Love and like Pumpkin, that was like different, that was like different. But like I really didn't like, I just take like inspiration to Clara for like these two songs, but like I feel like it was more superficial in a sense because I get to know Clara like interviews, things like that, posts, and even though I get to meet her all the social media that she had at the time, then she delayed the picture, and then she used to do lives and this another Instagram. But like, I feel like I need something more real, to be fair. And I feel like Masha was a true inspiration that it felt like more real because I get to kind of interact more with her life, with her content and stuff like that. And most of the people that I talked to before, I met before, I wanna say like, I won't say also, oh my god, this was like another girl. This she wasn't like other. No, like I genuinely been past for many things, like many. I met alcoholic people. I met people that were in this kind of bad environments before, and I was having that complex of healing before I even realized that I had that complex of healing. But now I use it in a good way. You know that I'm more like a healing musician. But like I never saw hope. I never saw a light. I never saw like a solution to that because I always was leaving this kind of dynamic or this kind of treats of these people, because of that. And I never see change of them before. I never see change. Even though I put my best, I did my best. I craved so much. I begged so much to them that they would change. They never did something to change. They never took the baby step to do something. They always were romanticizing bad behaviors. And that's also why I feel like I devalue myself a lot. I didn't have self love before, and like it was so meaningful and so like it's like almost seeing her like a sunshine when it's in the morning after a bad and rough day, like after the biggest rainstorm that you could ever see of, and like then you see like a beautiful sunshine that is coming out to you and like it's lighting and you feel so happy to see. And I genuinely see her change a lot, but a lot in a good way, and I can trust that change because I see what it was worse because I have like a comparison. That's why I pick her, and it wasn't even like a conscious decision. My body even though realized before I even got the chance to realize that I really love her so much because I don't know, I just felt, and instead of like feeling adrenaline, feeling oh my gosh, like oh my gosh, this person is so hot, whatever. I feel like calm, even though she was bossy. I know you are. I mean, I know she is, but like before and after, I don't get intimidated a lot by her jacket because I saw once that she had this black jacket. After that, I get the braveness to don't get intimidated by it. That's what I also been saying like in highway in the first episode of my podcast. How like somebody, but I don't know. I just love when they wear something casual, make me feel more comfortable. I get used to see her with like this kind of outfits, but like at some point, I gradually, I will say, start to realize that I catch some feelings for her. I won't say when, I won't say how, I won't say what happened, doo-doo-doo. But I will say that it kind of was more in an organic way, and it's not like other musicians that they say, "Oh my gosh, fiery, lovey, oh my gosh, my crush is just haughty and whatever." It feel like it's more human to me to say realistically what kind of feelings I've been catching through that time. I've been generally having no hope on love before that, like no hope. Even though I quit to inflame universe, who quit to inflame universe? Now will be like, well, it kind of manifests as something. I will be like that, but like I also have my reason to quit to influence universe because they also make it for the money and not making for the love. That was the reason, the real reason. But like, to be short, but it was just so pleasant and like so cute to see her change, and I love the background that she had. That was one of the things that I ever looked for when I knew that she quit smoking. I was like a puppy moving the tail. Oh my gosh, I saw something change. I saw like a change, whatever. And then when she tell her, oh my gosh, what's the password? I'm like, oh my gosh, another change. And I'm like a little puppy when I see something change because I genuinely got to see somebody who didn't change the behaviors that she used to have. Now she doesn't have. But like, I genuinely was close to that man that had those traits that he didn't put any effort in to change that. He even though didn't remember my name because he always was drunk all the time. He always was drinking and doing all of these bad things, and like he didn't was able to remember me. And on top of that, he was cheating on his girlfriend, and he wanted me to be the next girl that he would cheat on because I don't know. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you're so what?" I said to him, "Now, wait a minute. I will not be the one who will be losing the hair because girls when they know when they're on no. Even though the if she never find out, I won't be I won't be the person who is breaking a relationship. So I move on. But like how I find out, by the way, he lied to me a lot. He lied. I find out as soon as I know that he had a girlfriend, I move. That was a big sign to me to girl, men are not your thing. Men are not your thing. You're not picking with your heart. You're picking with your. I don't know what you're picking, but like that is not what you're. That is not what you. I also know some women that have bad behaviors. Like all of these people that have bad behaviors, all of them, just collect them in general because I won't be speaking one by one because this episode will be too long. But like just to clarify you, all of them that were not fixed and like not putting the effort, not putting the little something onto that, I saw the change, the all these traits that were changing on her. That was the biggest red flag ever to me. That was the biggest red flag ever. But like I want us to explain each song because this will be too long also. But like I will say that I like them, happy with it. I don't have plans to move from that kind of likiness that I had, but I will also say I learned to let go and I learned to be and I learned to not be selfish because other musicians I feel like in lyrics, of course they're growing. Some of them wrote these songs when they were like a kid or when they were like teens, but like I feel like it's so selfish to say in a song that I let the world burn if you're not with me. You cannot be with someone else. It's too much selfish, I mean, to said that, then actually said she will be maybe the one who will be wearing the ring of my mom. But I'm also open to something more. I feel like I said it in, in the line of my song, but like it's kind of going with that. And it true means that you are open to be with somebody if you ever got a chance to. Because most of the time I'm like, I don't know what it goes, but like I'm enjoying the solo, these feelings, so let me enjoy. And you're also open to be with somebody else. I don't know who I will be. I feel like I have a feeling in the structure that you know who well about her. Even though my list kind of match, I don't know how, but like it match. I don't know, but like besides that, it match. My heart feels something, my mind feels something, my ears feel something. And by the way, I find that I have hourlism because of that. Like I didn't know that a voice could be so attractive until I hear I hear a voice like being voicing. I don't know. Um but that was the feeling that I got, okay? Respect my feeling, respect that. And I was growing. Like the biggest plot that I had ever is that I just came because this is how I know about her. Okay, that now that we are here in confidence, now that we are here together right now. Okay, my dad is the cause that I met her, online speaking, because when I knew about her, it was so dramatic. Like I find out that my dad was cheating on their girlfriend and was also cheating with all the things that he taught to me, that he always tell me that he was busy. He always tell me that, whatever. Like we are both not putting effort into a relationship, dad and daughter. And when I wanted to do, have a time of like more, more like dad and daughter. He was busy. Or like when I had homework because I'm really bad at math, but like my dad is good at math. I don't know why. Like I don't understand why. Maybe if I got the courage to study, maybe I will be better. But like we were putting effort, but like I find out that he was with more girls and like all the money and then the time that he was portrayed me to be like, oh my gosh, I'm busy with work, or oh my gosh, my payment is not enough, whatever things that adults tell you one time or like sometime. Um, like he was spending in girls that were younger, like I don't know the age, but like for buying dresses, juvenile, I'm like, that I think that they were 30. But like I get over that, and that's what I'm telling you how it matters. So then I remember me being sobbing and like seeing their girlfriend in this dramatic situation after I made the choice to stay with my dad for a little bit longer because I had some problems at home. Like I wanted to fix something. And then I get out from the house because I genuinely didn't feel safe at all because I'm like, if you lie about me, if you lie about this, like what more lies that you can portray me, like all the money he was spending, because my dad is not a big supporter, even though when I studied, like he was like, okay, you didn't study, won't give you anything, like anything, I wouldn't support you at all. But I'm like, okay, I will work. I feel like that's the most rational thing that you can do also. And I was just seeing this scene. It's like, oh my god, you're cheating on me. You're cheating on, and like I was even the on top of like the cherry. I was the cherry on top in this situation. I was like saying, you know what? I was telling to the girlfriend, I'm the cherry on top because um he also lied to me. Like we both were lie. Now let's be pinkies, and like my dad just look, and and even though I tell her like many truths about my dad, and my dad was like, I'm like for real. I'm like for real. I don't say that unless I'm really like angry. I'm like, you know what? I accept my dad that he tell me a little lies, but like not that big as lie. I have levels. I have limits. I have limits. Everybody has. So after that I was sobbing with her, and like I get out from the house of my my dad, and I pack all of my things, and then I moved to the house of my, well, it was not the house, it was like the apartment of my auntie, that I'm grateful that she let me stay in because I feel like I won't have any place to stay in. And so I got the chance to be there, and I was just extremely sad. On top of that, I saw that my cousin was dating this older guy that, I respect age gaps. I respect age gaps. But like, this man was bold. Not in the sense of being hot, bald on purpose, they shave their hair. So what it was, okay. So I get in this house, and like, my goal always was to protect and care about my family members, and I got to know that my cousin was like with one of my uh I don't know why, but like she was with this guy that was older, but like he gave me a feeling of like, and I had this gut feeling ever. You know when you had the gut feeling, I was like, it doesn't seem to me good. And I'm like, yeah. But like I feel like that time I learned to let go, because I need to first cut many things, including my cousin, because now we kind of talk, but it's not the same like it used to be. Like we used to tell her things and stuff like that. I even didn't came out to my cousin. I was about to, but sadly, because of this happened, I didn't get the chance to came out to her properly and to tell my cousin that she's been my friend since I was born. Like now I'm 20, and at the time, because I was more younger than I was before, and I saw her suffer all of that, because my cousin is like a sister to me, but I caught that relationship, and she was mad at me because of that. But we kind of fixed that later on in life, and we kind of make the agreement of like don't tell her things and stuff like that, and yeah. And so After that, I genuinely was sobbing, and I got my journal that said, "Open your heart gladly," and I'm like, "Open my heart." Like after what I saw, I genuinely was like, maybe my thing is being open. Maybe my thing, it's like being, and I'm demisexual, so that is not an option to you because you can calm when you are demisexual. You can calm in all senses. You can calm and say like, also in that sense, we with somebody that you kind of know the first day physically speaking, and like, oh my gosh, it's a wow, it's awesome. Like, you cannot do that, so don't ever try that when you are demisexual. At least for me, because some demisexuals, how they can create a bond emotional, they take that in advantage and they go in these hookup areas and they never fall in love with the person they're sleeping with. So in my case, I can even though get in because of that. And having that kind of dramatic experience marks you a lot when you had that age, because I'm 20 now, so at that age I was like, I will let myself heal a little bit. I heal more than what I think. But I know, Masha, because I Google in YouTube, like I searched like brown girl ASMR comforting video, like ASMR video with like physical traits that I knew I love, because by that time I had a big crush on Ellie Williams, that the Last of Us game. I love that character so much. I love on fiction she could stay, but I love that character so much. I think it was like in this group chat where this kind of girl that was called, I feel like was Sophia. Yeah, I feel it was called Sophia. Like she's from France, and like she did this cosplays of Ellie Wheels. Like I love so much all the bloodiness, all the danger. Like, oh my gosh, it's so, the adrenaline, all of that. I love that. But like I searched it out because of that thing, and I don't know how my first video that I ever saw of her, because in that time also I was like still kind of, I won't say talking, but like I was talking to Pumpkin by the time, and to give you a perspective, I won't say it lasts too much, because after 1 week or two, I feel like it was in October, after like, I feel like it was two lives or like one live of Masha that I saw, I called them off. Like after I knew that she speaks French, she takes about her health, she does like all these good things. I was like, my standards were not too high. Like maybe I lower so much because of Pumpkin. And by the time we both were friends, we weren't together at all. And she also had a boyfriend. So I was like, maybe I need to quit you out of my life so I can let the good things come in. And after that, like Masha showed so many good traits. I was like, green flag to me at least. So let me just heal, because even though at that time I let myself to take a break to support my mom, to help them with my brother. So I was just taking care of my brother and watching her lives, and also healing as well many things that I find out. And yeah. Also, by the way, the first video that I ever saw of her is like how to get over from somebody that you didn't date. And it's like so for real, because I get over after the video of Pumpkin, and it kind of helped me a lot. I genuinely I love that. But like I feel like it had a bigger purpose, and I changed my decision to make the album of like inspired me and my experiences to oh my god. I didn't I didn't do the decision on purpose, but like I want to make something cute. I want to be gentle. I want to be a good person. But like I just felt that I wanted to do this song about her. I want to do this album about her because she kind of had a bigger purpose and like it was a big meaning because every time that I would always be looking, of like me doing something or me healing something or me like all the process, all this goldish moment of me like growing as a human being because I heal my traits with my dad. I took therapy. I quit bad relationships before of like this alcoholic man that I talked to before. This bad relationship with baddest friends that I had before because I had friends that were toxic, that were girls that were treating me bad, kind of giving me signal, like there were like so many things that were bad for me before um to like had this moment of realization that I accomplished so much in life that I didn't get a chance to recognize that. And I didn't have a chance to have like some self love before. And even though looking back, I'm like somebody been telling me that a friend that I have from Mexico. Hi. We met online, okay. We met online, okay. But like he told me that I had like a glow up and I'm like of course that I have a glow up. Like mm, I I had some self love now. That was the niece of my grandma. But like I had some self love now. And that's why I feel like I kinda give that kind of thing. But like I was with the goal of looking for like comfort, looking for a bossy. That's what I always like. Even though I make like a suggestion, like, do you do coaching? Perhaps because I genuinely feel like she could be a good coach, and I feel like I comment that in the life of her. I don't know, but like I was just with that goal of like looking for help, not not in a desperate way, but like looking for like some looking for some like um inspiration, looking for like a little refreshment, like a little guy that I had from self doubts because I don't have the experiences that she had. At least I have a couple of them, but like she had more experience. I was like, I'm open to hear everything, everything that you got to tell me, everything. And it kind of happened natural. I won't say when, but like it kind of that was a plus. I came from for healing, and I got healing and a little, a little something more, a little likeness, but like in a very platonic way, I would say. And I learned to be respectful with that, but like more because of that. And yeah, that's how I find about her. I'm blessed because after the biggest storm, you can also have a good sunshine. And that was the biggest, like, happiest memories that I have ever, I know. And like all these bad year that I had, or like that happened to me with my dad and all that, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah, that's it. And don't judge me even though because some people are like, oh my gosh, but like, I like fine wine and I pass for manipulation, so I know the behaviors, I know the traits. I was like, this is safe space. Let me be here and let me enjoy the feeling. And I caught my friendship with Pumpkin because she always tell me to lower my standards. I was like, sis, you better lower your standards more because this is not a friendship. This is like a trash friend. That is not good. I mean, she supported me. I wouldn't say that I quit for her. Like I quit the friendship that I had with Pumpkin because of her. It's more because I noticed that our relationship, like a friendship, was not working at all. And even though that she texted me again after that I blocked her after a year because she had a friend. I don't know what was her account, but like this account asked me if like I'm the friend of Pumpkin, like what about that, and like I blocked them as well, and I was telling them that that was not working at all. Like our patterns were like not the same, and like I was tired. Like I was tired. To me, being tired from something is like there is so many bad behaviors, and like I need like a refreshment. And I always loved this 2000 style that she had also. Like Masha had like 2000 style. I don't know why, but it always caught my attention. I don't know why. Maybe it was a mature energy that she was giving in. And it also was the good behaviors. One of the cutest behaviors I will tell you about her is that maybe I'm exposing too much here, but like to give you a little bit background, um, it was a Pokemon thing because I talked to a girl before Masha. I talked to a girl that I don't know where, but like I feel like most of you as girls love this. But like this girl explained me so much about Pokemon, about these Pokemon stickers and stuff like that, and I was like, that's cute. But it was so remarkable that when I saw that Masha was like having these kind of things and like she was being like adult basically, and I mean she's adult, but like she was wearing these kind of Pokemon things with all these plushies, all of this stuff. So it was like I genuinely feel like a warm feeling that and before even though I got the chance to know her because I won't show you pictures, I won't show you drawings because I post that on my social media. You can look that up in the shorts that I had. You can find the short, even though you can find on my Instagram the drawing that I have about her before I met her in like 2022. Was 2023 or like 2025? Was like before that I know her, like before that this human exists somewhere, but like she exists. I was like, oh my gosh, this human exists. I was like, oh my gosh, this human exists. Oh my gosh, what I gonna do? I can have a breakdown. Like I need to release this feeling of like, finally, finally, I manifest something. Finally, I don't know what to say. Thank you to the universe, to God, to the church, to I don't know where to say thank you. But like I said, thank you so many times, and I feel like I have my prayers done. And even though I led the ultimatum because I'm pantheist, you can tell by the necklace. It's like a universe thing, but like I tell the universe, this is my ultimatum, universe. If you don't give me that, I won't be believing in you again. I won't be believing. I won't let you be in my prayers. I won't be praying again. I was like kind of that pissed down about love. And I was like, the universe, like, okay, you asked for it. You asked for it. You're going to have it. Say it. Tell me that I exist. Tell me. And that was enough proof to me that there is a higher power being looking up for me. After that, I believe more than ever. I'm praying most of the time, and that's it. And to kind of do this final advice to you, because I always love to also give advice to people. Just look for something that will always make your soul pop. Like, make your feelings and your nervous system be safe. And as a really personal thing that I have to tell you about somebody is that it's not romantic if somebody gives you a heart attack, and not in the sense that you feel happy and you're like your heart is beating, but like you feel that your heart is breaking while you are worried for somebody. It's not that feeling. It's not love, and it's not a good likiness, a good feeling of like liking somebody if they had bad traits and they never work for it. It's not a good thing. And it's not a good thing looking out for somebody and didn't paying attention to the details and like not knowing who they are and just following other people and painting. It's not liking somebody in a healthy way. And how I knew that I know her a lot, I would say, because I know some people were like, "Oh my gosh, she's working. Oh my gosh, she's getting money. Oh my gosh, I could maybe catfish her. Oh my gosh, I could maybe, you know." Because there is many people that have been talking about things about her. There is many people that were catfishing me through this time that I was in college, and I was like, "Do you have time? Like, do you have self love to even though being speaking to me and telling me bad things about her? Do you have time even though? Because there were a man. This when it get juicy. I will set the chair on top to kind of set bye to this episode, but like, other podcast, I mean. But like, there is 4 times that people were asking me, "Oh my gosh, I'm the real Masha. How this secondary con?" I'm like, okay. They were even asking me to do lingerie and clothing. I'm like, these malls that you see on my body, some of them you don't know. The only way that you can see is because I'm wearing lingerie. So that is no way that I'm going to be exposed in that way. There is no way. You know why? If you see my OnlyFans episode that I've been talking about, like OnlyFans, so you know why. And if you don't know, it's because I genuinely want to let that kind of, you know, my body is sacred, it's my temple, whatever. For somebody, I won't let that only the key to see them because I'm exclusive and monogam. Either way, that they just tell me many lies, many. Even though that was the girl that tell me that, oh my gosh, I'm the real Mash. I will do you like a tarot reading. I'm like, I do tarot reading. What are you getting for? Like, I was so for real the most dumbest thing ever that I see somebody trying to catfish me. I will do this kind of Montana episode where like the girl is asking where Malik was at this time, where which can she was racing, which time. I was like, that's the dumbest thing ever. Even with somebody like said to them in this TikTok video from like an Arabic guy that like they catch her being with like a friend that she had. They were like, I'm a content creator, so much watch that. I'm like, oh my god, this is so funny. This is like free entertainment because I knew that that was a friend. I knew that that was a friend also. I don't know why, but like I knew that that was a friend. I was like, this is the best time that I ever having. This is the funniest time that I ever have. I might actually, I'm thinking that I will let them know. Oh my gosh, you know what? Masha also gave me $100 to me. She told me to do it because of that something, and now you need to send me back that $100. I might say that. I'm seeing you people like trying to catfish me. But like on the cherry top is that a man did a diss track of, but like a man did an episode of like a diss track, not like episode, but like a song of like diss track song of like her and um he also was a healing content creator, like the same content that she had. He talk about energy, he talk about aura, he talk about being good, you know, with other people, and he did a diss track. Like how people are crazy, even though in the healing community are crazy, and I don't know. I just feel like, oh my gosh, like this is. If I will let you know who you are, I feel like you could maybe, I don't know, do something to me. But like, I'm like, I might just take a couple clicks and I ban this video from YouTube, and I'm going to continue with my life, and that's it. I knew what she passed for also a little bit. And there are many, many, like, I knew that she had her area of like pretending to be the girl that she, you said like you look lonely, can fix that, but like it was to hide information, logically speaking, so she could like had the perfect base, like information to do coaching for men. That kind of information you need to have when you're about to do that. I need. I might also add that I learned all this information about men, how they work, because I genuinely I talk to men a lot, and I heal my relationship with them as well. But I'm going to say also that thanks to her, I clarified my doubts in between being bisexual. Like I just saw them like, no man, my thing is not man, no man. But like it is what it is. What I can do, nothing. I do my healing work. I did. And even though my psychologist was like, what do you pass for? Who helped you? Who inspired? I'm like, someone. Like my whole family, even though like my mom is like, who are you trying? Like, mom, mom, we need to talk. And I'm like, okay. Like my mom knows. Like my mom knows my taste, and like she knows. So yeah, this was all the episode that I had to say. A little story time that I had related to this while I was playing like songs and stuff like that. Oh, I wanted to add also that the inspiration behind one of my shirts is literally her eyes. I love so much her eyes, and I was not guided also by like the physical things, financial stuff, because I genuinely I don't know about financial status of somebody. I just treat them like people. I just saw them and like I just see it, I like it, I want it. No, just kidding. But like I just like because of the eyes, because of the soul, because of the things. Because I genuinely didn't know much about brands. I don't know. Like you can come to me with a Louis Vuitton outfit that we be like, okay, it's clothing. It's just clothes. It's just that. That's it. So yeah. Um. But yeah, the Monkey Cozy sure inspired her, and most of the songs. The manga, I would say, is because I genuinely was doubting into do a manga or not, and I saw one of her lives also that she was like pulling like a manga stuff, and I was like, my drawings are trash. I might not going to do this project. And like I saw that she was so happy, seeing this manga, and I checked them out. I was like, wait, this manga is similar to what I draw, so I might get to take the chance. So I was like, maybe I will take the chance, and I did it. And I like the manga, the inspiration, the book. I wanted to also add a little final. I was like, boom, have it. This is good. This is good. This is gold. And I, you know. So yeah, that was all I had to say between behind the inspiration and behind all of this episode. And I don't have neck to say more, but like it was so refreshing. Like in her, it was so refreshing all this process. It was so refreshing know that somebody I feel like could be more serious. And it was so refreshing to just be inspired, loving somebody in solo, doing all of these things and blah blah blah. And I don't know, I feel like it's lovey and fun and like it just give me hope on love. Genuinely, it just give me hope on love. I genuinely have been like looking some videos of like me telling about my girls, and I'm like back in time when I used to like other people, and I'm like I genuinely enjoy this time, and my taste changed in a better way. And yeah, Don't forget also Monkyvers to purchase the Monky Cozy hoodies, the Monky Cozy shirts, the Monky Cozy hats that I'm designing, that I design. Also link in the description. And also don't forget to stream the album of Home that will be up into 11 of February and this time that I'm recording this. And also don't forget to read and watch the manga and book that I did on Wattpad that will be coming up soon in a physical form. And the manga that I did on Webtoon that will be coming out in physical form if I finish. When I finish. Yeah. Dime, ¿qué pasa? Have a good day, Monkyvers, and also don't forget to be updated in this episode of the of the podcast, The Voice Behind the Sun Diary. Have a good day. Love you.